before we combine the Dino Force members to Dinoking, let's take a look at the accessories real quick. So, of course, we all know this. We've seen this a lot already. But they do actually combine. So, for this one, you can see right here, you want to peg in or plug in like this, making sure it's lined up. There's the rifle, and you're done. I'm not kidding. That's it. Yee! And in all seriousness, though, you want to get the club here, and then you want to have it on this side, the scythe on this side, and the club however you wish, and make sure it's lined up good, and there you go. It's lined up, which is a bigger scythe. Just kidding. No, but you do actually want to do this next. So this piece goes right here, and I did disconnect this from Kakuryu, but you can disconnect it, and there you go. And of course the gun was connected to the other side, but I won't be showing that now because this is connected, so it's getting a little bit bigger. And for this, you can just put this there, and now you have a giant scythe axe, something, or even a spear too. It's an interesting weapon, to be honest, but it's badass nonetheless. But it's a monstrous thing. Hey, Monstructor, which I won't be getting if it gets made because I like my Dinoking more. That's just me. But there you go. Weapons are now complete. All right. Now we're going to start with the legs first because I think that's the one we should focus on first. So we need is Doryu and Goryu, and my AC just turned on. What the hell? Hold on a second. There, I just turned down, so you'll hear it less. But anyways, so let's start off with Goryu first. So what we want to do is basically go back to Dino mode. Basically, that's what you're gonna want to do. Just go back, but there's a little twist, a little difference actually. But make sure this right here in the back is all the way up like this, and this is folded down. And you can have this however you wish actually. You can wish to have it like this, which it would be, you know, a little bit nicer I think to cover up the dino head. But I just don't like the way that looks. It just looks kind of weird. I just have it laid down like this. And while you do that, fold this right here. Actually keep it like this. And fold this to the side like so. I don't know why I did this. I just, because honestly, it makes you look like you really are transformed to a dinosaur mode back, but it's not. Because what you're doing is a little bit different actually. Now next what you want to do here is make sure this is all lined up nicely like so. And there you go. And we'll get more to this in a bit soon actually. Next one is Doryu. After Goryu is finished, do this too. It's like, again, if you're transforming them into Dino mode almost, but little difference here. Now you want to do here is just make sure this is connected to, like so, like here. I just shouldn't show this off. Like this right here, and this will somewhat connect, but not really because you got to make sure they're down like this. And what is that? Mine just like to fight me sometimes. There you go. So just do that. And then this one is going to be a little different. Just connect this too. This whole back here, you're going to want to disconnect that. Detach that. And then fold this all the way up like there. Connect it like so. And then for this piece, which looks okay, looks weird, but this is where this comes in. You want to connect it right there. So now you have the leg all done, and make sure this is up too. But there is one thing about this actually. Just make sure this is up. You notice how his face is being showed right there. He's like peekaboo. So if you don't like to do that, if you don't want to see that, you can always turn his head around like so. There you go. And Goryu too, actually, if you want. Actually, no, you cannot. Actually, never mind. I thought you could, but nope. You just got to deal with them doing hello. So there you go. There you have the legs, and these are actually what Volcanicus legs look like, which is but that's where these two pieces come in. I dropped something. That's where these two come in actually. These rocket launchers are actually new feet for Dinoking. So instead of like Volcanicus's feet, you have Dinoking's new and approved feet, which is really nice. So what you want to do for this, and yeah, of course, the same thing too. Make sure that's connected as well. I think I saw that already, but still. So you notice here that these slots there, which are just, they look interesting and weird, but they do serve a purpose. So you see right here, the same, they look identical. So you want to connect them both like there, and the same thing goes to here. Same thing, and my dog barking. You want to make sure everything lines up, and boom. And now you have the legs complete. Before I continue, one thing I did forget to mention is that you can actually connect the tail here. So I could bet you that. There you go. Next up, we have Yokoryu and Gairyu. First up, we'll start with Yokoryu. And what we're gonna do is spread his wings like this, and then his beak all the way up. It's like basically, like I said, turn him into Pteranodon mode. And you can do this however you wish, but I personally do what I used to do with the Combined Wars figures when I had some of them. Just put the arms backwards like this. And then you want to turn this around, because this will be what the arm will have to be. Unless you want as a gorilla arm, if you want to, it's up to you, but I'm not a big fan of that. So I just do this instead. And make sure this piece right here gets out, which if it doesn't get out because of how you position the arm or the legs, just do the best you can. Sometimes this thing is a bitch to take out. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, make sure, again, these wings are connected tightly, which it's up to you, but we'll get to that soon. And get this out, turn this around, and connect this. And there you go. Now you have a arm, which is his left arm. There you go. Now we have this guy, Gairyu. Same thing, connect his legs, and make sure this piece is here, which it won't be a problem because it's a lot easier. And then just close this up. But this one's gonna be a little bit more interesting. So there you go. Connect the arm like so. Turn this around. Make sure it's the right direction. And then you connect this here. Like so. There you go. And there you go. Here you have the arms, the right arm and the left arm of Dinoking. Looking good, looking good. Last, but certainly not least, well, actually, kind of. This is the torso piece. And by the way, I don't think I showed this off yet. I did say you could do this, but you can also do this for support. But it's not front, but back it is support. And I should have known that, but it's whatever. So what you want to do first is gonna get Ryu. So this one, you're gonna want to do this. Have his arms all the way up, like this. Like so. And then this one is gonna be a little bit interesting. You just do this, turn around, and put this up. But you want to make sure this slot here slides in here like so. It doesn't stay all the time, unfortunately, especially if you're trying to move the legs. Hopefully articulation, I'll show you what I mean. Second verse, same as the first. You just do that and slide. It's an interesting transformation, I'll admit. Give a props to Hasbro for that. That's honestly pretty cool. And you're done. Actually, what I'm gonna do next is take this piece off, which looks kind of something, huh? Well, we'll get to that soon. Take this off, and then here, this right here, you're gonna want to connect this right there. There you go. Now for Kakaryu, you're basically gonna want to transform him back to Triceratops mode, but the difference is this, which we'll get to that right now. Just transform it back. Leave this on there, actually. Just leave it how it is. Make sure everything is connected like so. My copy doesn't really like to stay connected here a whole lot, so that's, your mind may vary. But basically, Triceratops mode. But you want to turn his legs back, of course. And then right here is these ports and slots there. I don't know how you call them, but you want to connect them like so. Like I said right here. See that there and there? Make sure they're connected like so. Like that. And you can display these however you wish, honestly. I personally just like to, I'll do this for now. I'll show you what I mean soon. And there's the body. And of course, the final piece. Oh, I dropped it. No. And of course, the final piece. The head of Dinoking. And there you go. And now we have all the parts ready. And let's go combine. Dino Force Gatai Dinoking! And here we have the Dino Force all combined up to Dinoking, and oh my goodness, I absolutely love this. I did not think it would be this badass. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this set would just be, you know, it's fun. Oops. I thought this set would be, you know, just fun and all that, but it was more than that. This set became, honestly, a fun set, and I love everything about this. All the way to the back. And you see right here, this is what I personally like to do for the legs here. Just put them down like that, like I did the other one. Just my personal preference, and if you want to put this up too, it's personal preference. But again, overall, I think this turned out really, really nicely. And I am just so happy to have this in my collection. Let's get to the details first before we get to any other figures that, you know, I like and dislike, to be honest. First off, let's look at the head sculpt here. As always, every time I do a review, it's always about the details, details, details. One of my favorite parts about reviews. Look at the head sculpt. That is Dinoking. I do get a lot of Overlord vibes, to be honest, but this is mostly Dinoking. But he looks absolutely phenomenal with that head sculpt, just killer. And the rest overall, the set. The weapons are good. The axe is badass. Look at that. And it's, again, as a whole, it's cool that all accessories turn to this one badass weapon. Even the gun. And you can see the whole set here. Just the Dino members. And yeah, this will do this sometimes. Just so cool. All the issues I have with these figures are lack of articulation and some things that just could be better on the molds. And the molds in general really make up for it for this combined mode. I'm pretty sure Mechanicus is good too, but come on. Dinoking looks a lot better in it, I personally think, and I'm just happy with how he looks. Articulation. His head doesn't turn up and down, sadly. It does swivel because it's on a separate joint. Well, it's actually not a joint, it's just a simple peg. It's just a separate piece. So there you go. Arms would move 360 degrees, but due to the combined mode, it just does not. And the same goes here, but sadly this one, because due to the wings, you can't really move this a lot. So if you want to move wings or move the weight or the arms around for the combined mode, just take these wings out, spread them however you wish, or just display how you wish, and you get more movement, which is, hey, it's a plus. And there you go. And the wrists do swivel, and they go up and down, which is really cool. I really, oh shoot, that's another problem, I would say. I'll get to that soon. But again, articulation is pretty cool, and the arms do this too. That, sadly, this one does have more problems, but that's because of this. But you can just do that. Sadly, the arms are not my favorite thing to articulate, sadly, and yeah, that's the problem. Some majority of the parts will fall out on you, especially these here. So you're gonna wanna make sure you're doing the posability fine. The waist here does swivel, so that is awesome. And I think because why his waist, you know, Ryu's waist is just weird, is because it was for this guy, and we all know that for sure. But there you go. Legs can go out and forward like that, back, forward, back. There you go. And you can split this too. And that's another thing too. This won't stay all the way because you're just going to want to move them anyways for the legs. And swivel and knee articulation, which is cool. And of course, ankle pivot. But do be careful, because sometimes this will love to fall off. So make sure you are putting this in securely. If not, you will have parts just fall off. If you know what you're doing and you can handle it, this set is really, really nice. So there you go. And sadly for mine, this one does like to pop off. So do be mindful of that. Overall, posability is serviceable for a core class combiner, but I simply just adore them. I mostly display them anyway, so this won't be a problem. But for you, it may be. But for me, it's decent enough. For size comparison, here is Dinoking with all of the Transformers Victory figures I have, which is mostly the HasLabs. And wow, he looks so good with the Victory collection. So he looks great with my HasLab Victory Saber, aka Victory Leo, Star Saber, and his master, Deathsaurus, and the little mini bots. Forgot the name. I know one was Holly for sure, but just I forgot the name. I gotta see the series again for been a while. But here we have Dinoking with them all, and this really does look good. Really, really does. And I think possibly, hold on a second, give me a second. Move these guys out of the way. Move in, little ones. I think Star Saber and Dinoking are pretty well scaled, but not really. Yeah, it's serviceable, but it could be a little bit bigger, nicer. And there goes the feet again. This actually never happened as often. This actually is now a thing, which is kind of weird. So if you guys have this set, make sure you tighten this up. You're gonna need that. But again, I think this is pretty neat, to be honest. It looks so badass. It's been a while since I messed with my HasLabs. So there you go, all together. It especially looks great with Dinoking. Dinoking looks great with Deathsaurus, his master. Look at that. So cool. We need more Decepticons, and thank God Hasbro released for the Autobots Galaxy Shuttle, so I can have that for my Victory collection. Also, I really need to review Deathsaurus soon. Maybe someday. So final verdict on the Transformers Legacy United Pulsecon exclusive Dinoking set. This is an amazing set for Transformers Victory fans. If you're a fan of Victory and you love the Dino Force team members, and specifically Dinoking, this is no brainer. You should get this set. This is an amazing set, and I am so happy to have this set. I keep saying set a lot because that's what it is. It's a great gift set, basically. You don't often really get enough awesome gift sets. You do sometimes, but I think this is like the most fun one. Like, there's not a member that you want to get rid of. You have to have them all to have the whole set, and I love that. See, there's a lot of sets, I said. But just looking at him, like all the members, like Goryu, Gairyu, Kakuryu, Rairyu, Yokuryu, and Doryu, there are good figures. Well, some of them are not that great, sadly, like Rairyu. Rairyu is my least favorite one, but it's still, he makes it look good for the set, the rest of the guys here. So I'm happy about that. The dinosaur modes are pretty interesting, some of them, especially the Akasaurus one right here. I love them. And even Goryu is cool too. But they're serviceable. Would I have loved this set as the Dinobots? Probably not. I'm not sure. Maybe I have to get it for myself. Maybe I'll see. But in all reality, those molds and the combined mode was meant for Dinoking here. And I'm happy to have this. And I love Transformers Victory too. And Dinoking is just awesome. So in the end, I'm going to give this set an 8.5 out of 10. I get it because, again, the fun figures, just not that some good figures. Also my defects, the ones I have with this guy and a couple ones. Aside from that though, this is a great set. Should you get it? It depends how much you really like Dinoking, Transformers Victory. If you are, you have to get this set. But if you just want them because they look cool, that's going to depend on you. And think about it. But for those that are Transformers Victory fans, this is a must. A must have. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you guys next time. Pulsecon 20 out.